Hi, and welcome to this live reading from Perfect by Tricia Copeland, and this is presented by Itsy Bitsy Book Bits. Chapter 1. You're quiet. What's wrong? Bree glances at me and back to the windshield as she stops with a jerk in our parking space. Just tired. I pull the handle and push my shoulder against the door. Heaving my pack to my shoulders, I meet her in front of the car. She hooks an arm in mine, and we walk to the apartment building entrance. I usually can't shut you up. Talk to me. What's going on? I miss Adam. It's been a month since we've seen each other. I don't know if I can do this anymore. What do you mean? Stay here or stay with him? I love him and we're miserable apart, but we've got 2 more years of school. Only 2 more weeks till summer break. She skips ahead of me and presses the elevator button. Let's do a girls' movie night. We'll order pizza and eat popcorn. We evaluate movie and takeout options on the elevator ride. She complains that I always want to watch Titanic, and I veto her hamburger dive restaurant choice. Reaching our floor, we wind through the maze of halls. As I make the last turn, I stop short. Sweeping his bangs from in front of his blue eyes, he stands. Adam? It's about time. Crossing to me, he picks me up and twirls me around. I step out of his embrace. What are you doing here? He slides a page from his back pocket and holds it out to me. I just picked this up. Take the sheet and unfold it. Adam Stephen Hamilton's schedule for fall semester, the top reads. You're going to school here? My mouth hangs open. I hope that's okay. Of course, it's amazing! Well, in that case, I have something else. He drops to one knee and slides a box from his pocket. Chloe Han Pham, will you marry me? I look to Bree, who shrugs, and then back to him, barely able to process what is happening. My breath catches in my throat. His eyebrows shoot up. I'm sorry. You know I'm not great with stuff like this. Maybe I should have made a sign or had music or something. If this is too soon. No. I was going to say I love you. Yes, it's perfect. Chapter 2. Bree hooks an arm in mine as we stroll to the apartment building entrance. I usually can't shut you up. Talk to me. What's going on? I miss Adam. It's been a month since we've seen each other. I don't know if I can do this anymore. What do you mean? Stay here or stay with him? I love him, and we're miserable apart, but I've got 2 more years of school. Only 2 more weeks till summer break. She skips ahead of me and presses the elevator button. Let's do a girls' movie night. We'll order pizza and eat popcorn. We evaluate movie and takeout options on the elevator ride. She complains that I always want to watch Titanic, and I veto her hamburger dive restaurant choice. Reaching our floor, we wind through the maze of halls. As I make the last turn, I stop short. I can't be in this apartment. I'll go crazy. Bree fits her key in the doorknob and holds the door for me. It's Thursday. Let's go out. You never come out with me. Dancing is what you need. I could go for some dancing. I drop my pack on the floor as we enter the apartment. Yes, we're doing this. I'm texting everyone. Bree starts tapping on her phone. We heat up leftovers, spend 2 hours studying, and then I hop in the shower. Finishing, I hear voices in the living room. Still, I take my time drying and curling my hair and applying makeup. There she is, the girl of the hour. Danny wraps an arm around my waist as I enter the living room. Glass in hand, Bree crosses to me. This is for you. Where did you get this? I take the red concoction. And we're drinking already? Ella. She points to our sorority sister and clinks her glass to mine. I rub my hands down my tight pants. My psyche needs a drink to be at a club without Adam. What's wrong, girl? Bree bumps her hip to mine. I don't usually go out without Adam. Well, alcohol will help. Plus, we have a designated driver with a curfew, so it won't be too crazy. Drink. She cuts her eyes to my glass. After a few sips, I start to relax and take a seat beside Danny. For as much as I miss Adam, I can't imagine being away from these girls. We've become so much more than pledge sisters. Conversation bounces from classes to events to gossip. Okay, we've devolved. It's 9:30. We should get going. Bree jumps up and grabs her bag. The 6 of us squeeze into Ella's hatchback. It's a short drive to our favorite Thursday hangout, and we pile out of the car. Bree grabs my hand. When was the last time you were here? My birthday, I think. Man, it's been way too long. The line reaches to the end of the building, but Ella leads us to the door. She greets Max and Hank with hugs, and Max unhooks the rope for us to enter. Hank checks our identification and waves us in. A few people litter the dance floor, but most are huddled along the long bar. We weave through to the end, and Bree and I slip through the bodies to order drinks. Why do we always get put on drink duty? Because we're little. Bree stretches over the bar and raises her hand. I scan the crowd while we wait for drinks. Everyone is out tonight. Yeah, because it's like the last hurrah before studying for finals. Here you go. The bartender slides me 3 Cokes. Pocketing my credit card, I slide back through the mush of people to our group. Ella slips a flask from her bag and adds some vodka to our glasses. If my mom could see me now. I deserve this, I tell myself. All work and no fun makes me miserable. A few sips in, the music dies, and a band takes the stage. Grabbing my hand, Bree pulls me to the dance floor. The group starts with a fast dance mash, and we set our drinks beside the stage. Moving to the beat, I let the music replace my worries of Adam and finals in summer. Several guys join us, and Ella yells introductions over the booming bass. I nod, committing the names Dominique, Cohen, Gareth, and Isaac to memory. Wait, I point at Isaac. You play basketball. Very good. Bree kisses me on the cheek and whispers in my ear. Points for knowing that much. I roll my eyes. I pay attention, mostly. Mushed between Bree and Isaac, I try to ignore being backed against his chest as we move to the music. Still, I can't help feeling uneasy. You shouldn't be here without Adam, my inner voice kicks in. The song ends and a slow tune starts. The guy beside Bree wraps his arm around her. Isaac reaches over me, grabs my hand, and spins me to face him. He holds out his other palm. I glance around. Everyone is paired up. It's not that big of a deal to have one dance, right? Wrong, my brain says. I shake my head and pull my hand from his. Ducking through the crowd, I find my drink and shoot for the edge of the crowd. Reaching the bar, I realize Isaac is behind me. He bends down so we are eye level. Sorry, didn't mean to be pushy. No worries. I have a boyfriend, so I take a long sip of my drink. Want to play pool? Isaac motions to an empty table. Sure. I down the last of my drink. Following him to a pool table, I choose a stick. We set up the balls and I motion that he should break. So, where's your boyfriend? Isaac sinks his second ball. West Virginia University. Wow, that's a drive. How'd you meet him? He misses a shot and steps back from the table. Eyeing my choices, I aim and shoot. The ball rolls into the pocket. High school. We've been together 3 years. My high school girlfriend dumped me at the end of freshman year. Oh, sorry. I sink the 7. I didn't mean that. I guess I just know how it is to not be in this scene. I miss the next shot and motion to him. Yeah, it sucks. We chat about majors and classes and how weird it is that we've never met. I knew I'd find you 2 old souls over here. Bree wraps her arms around me. We continue the game with Bree reporting on who is hooking up. Looking over his shot, Isaac's eyes meet mine. Chloe. Bree's voice breaks my trance. Aren't you going to comment on Danny's choice in dance partners? I turn to face her. Who? Not Gareth. Yes, Gareth. You need to have another one of your talks with her. Why do I always have to be the bad guy? I can't play mother to everyone all the time. The sides of Bree's mouth turn down. But you're so good at it. Fine. I stand on my toes trying to see her in the crowd, but I'm not making a scene. My phone dings and I slip it from my pocket. Is that curfew? Bree hops off her stool. Yep, it's midnight. Isaac winds around the pool table. That would be my cue too. Thanks for the game. It was cool to meet you. Yeah, of course. Good to meet you too. I find it hard to tear my eyes from his. Bree grabs my hand. Let's find Ella. We weave through the crowd, finding Ella, Kirsten, Mira, and Danny. Danny makes a pouty face as Bree drags her from Gareth's embrace. Fighting the sea of bodies, we make our way outside. I suck in the cool, humid air and run my hands down my pants. A night out was exactly what I needed. I could go back to missing Adam tomorrow. I didn't expect to see you this summer. His breath warms my neck as I lift a book from the stack. I hold my shoulders rigid, fighting the urge to shiver and spin to face him. Isaac, what are you doing here? I play basketball. It's not exactly conducive to getting classes in. I have to go year-round to keep on track. So you're taking classes too? I got an internship in Lexington and figured I would get in some credits. What about the boyfriend? He takes spring off and goes to school during the summer. His family races horses, and so spring is their busy season. Of course, horses. What else would you do in Kentucky? Rolling my eyes, I find the book I'd been searching for. You make it sound so cliche. Where did you grow up? Chicago. Good basketball country, I guess. He picks up the same book as mine. Looks like we have business management together. I heard it's a tough course. He leans over and whispers, I can get us help through the athletic department. Heart racing from the proximity of his blue eyes, red full lips, and pale skin contrasting his dark hair, I force a smile. Great, thanks. I guess I'll see you tonight then. He stands and smiles. Yep, see you at 6. I pay for my book at the counter and exit the shop. Crossing to my car, the car Adam helped me pick out, I feel guilty for being attracted to Isaac. You're human. Any guy liking female would find him irresistible. The word pops into my head and I curse myself again. Isaac is not irresistible. You don't even know him. Work and the management class take up all my time, and it is mid-semester break before I travel home to see my family and Adam. 4 weeks is way too long. He wraps his arms around my waist as I close my car door. I snuggle into his chest, thinking he smells like home. He kisses the top of my head, and I look up and press my lips to his. Backing away from the kiss, he takes my hand and leads me to the barn. Inside, we climb to the loft like always and strip our clothes between kisses. Laying my head on his bare chest, I kiss his skin. I missed you. I missed you too, love. He kisses my forehead. Just think, in a year and a half, we'll be back home, get married, and move into the north side house. You can manage the books while I mind the horses. Sliding my bra strap over my shoulder, I sit up. What? He wraps his arm around my waist and kisses my back. What do you mean by what? That's what we always planned, right? I don't think we ever really talked about it. Well, I've been thinking about it a lot. I talked to my dad, and it's all set. We have his blessing. I bite my tongue. I don't want to be mean or rude, but I never pictured myself living here running his business. I'd grown up in Huntington, and it would always be home, but especially after the month I'd spent in the university's outreach office, I knew I wanted to live in a larger city with more of everything. Wouldn't that be putting all our eggs in one basket? What do you mean? He traces kisses down my back. Hiking up my shorts, I spin to face him. I love your farm. You know I do, but this is your passion. I'm figuring out what mine is. I'm good at marketing. My supervisor says I have a good eye and creative ideas. That's awesome. I'm sure my dad would be open to anything. He's always trying to stay on the cutting edge. I try to picture myself in his dad's grand oak-trimmed office and shiver. You cold? Adam reaches for my shirt. A bit. We should get to the main house. Our parents will be waiting for us. One more kiss. He saunters towards me. I kiss him on the lips, determined that we can find a way for both of us to be happy. We'll figure it out. Mother glares at me as I pull into our drive. You're quiet. That's never a good sign. I'm tired. It was a long drive. It'll feel good to get a good night's sleep in my own bed. Since when are you so sentimental? I figured you and Adam would be joined at the hip. Is it wrong of me to want mom time? I push my door open and circle to the trunk. I thought your friends called you the mom. Mom grabs one of my bags. I walk inside and all my apprehension about becoming Mrs. Adam Stephen Hamilton comes pouring out. I collapse on the couch and drop my head into my palms. Mom wraps an arm around my shoulder. You're right to think about your career, but you also have to think about a good person that could provide for you if you want to stay home with children. His family offers a stability you wouldn't have otherwise. I fight, rolling my eyes. Of course she would think about being provided for, but Adam has it all figured out. Don't I owe it to him to let him know we're not on the same path? You'll both mature a lot in the next 2 years, you'll see. Give it time. Thanks, Mom. I love you. It's good to be home. I give her a squeeze. Isaac slides into the seat beside me. He ducks his head so we are eye to eye. What happened to you? You don't look rested at all. So? I fling open my notebook and reach out for a pen in my bag. He raises his palms. Didn't mean to insult you. Feeling outraged with my behavior, I release a breath. Sorry, it's not you. The next 4 weeks ticked by with me loving my job and Isaac and I teaming up in our management class. The night before the final, we pick up a pizza and he follows me to my apartment for a study session. Climbing the stairs, we chat about possible test questions. Reaching my floor, we wind through the maze of halls. Making the last turn, I stop short. Adam? It's about time. He wraps his arms around me, picks me up, and twirls me around. What are you doing here? Face flaming, I step out of his embrace. His eyes cut to Isaac. He straightens his back and holds out his palm. Hi, I'm Adam. Yeah, I've heard about you. Isaac glances to me and back to Adam. Nice to meet you. I motion to the pizza. We picked up some food to fuel up for studying our finalists tomorrow. Adam runs his hand through his hair. Wow, yeah, you did say that. Not a big deal. Come inside. You must be exhausted from the drive. Unlocking the door, I hold it open for them. I grab sodas from the fridge and we sit at the table. Adam and Isaac swap life details as we eat. Finishing his second slice, Adam stands. Okay, well, I'm going to shower and let you guys study. Okay. Picking up the empty pizza box, I force a smile. Isaac retrieves his books from beside the door and I slide into the seat opposite him. For the next 3 hours, we quiz each other while Adam sits on the couch watching videos on his laptop and listening to them via headphones. As soon as Isaac is out the door, Adam jumps up and crosses to me. He backs me to the wall. I thought you guys would never finish. His hands slide to my butt. A yawn escapes my lips and he drops his head to my shoulder. You're spent. I'm sorry. Bad boyfriend move. Lacing his fingers in mine, he pulls me towards my room. I plant my feet. Adam, I'm sorry. I need a shower. A smile spreads across his face. I can help with that. My mind screams. I need to unwind. I'll come to bed soon. Okay. He backs to my room. Sighing, I pack up my books and survey the living room. Finding my phone, I wind to my room, grab some clothes, and slip into the bathroom. The hot water relaxes me some, but my mind still spins. Toweling off, I dress and brush my teeth. I'm still not ready to snuggle when Adam pulls me to him as I slide under the covers. I squeeze his hand. I'm sorry. I'm just so focused on this test. I need space. No worries. He pats my butt and kisses me on the cheek. I love you. Good night. Good night.